looking for a fun family weekend event, the Apple Valley Village in Milford, Pennsylvania is the perfect place. The newly landscaped Apple Valley Village, modeled after the renowned Peddler's Village in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, is featuring a pop-up village market every weekend during the summer from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. The diverse selection of vendors showcasing their unique products and crafts offers an enticing blend of local culture, creativity, and community. There are free activities for the kids, exciting lawn games, and live music.
Nothing seems to shield me from the rain.
There's something for every member of the family at the Apple Valley Village. To make your visit to Milford even more comfortable, you can take the Milford Hospitality Group's charming trolley service from downtown Milford to Apple Valley. You can pick up the shuttle at East Catherine and Broad Street. You can hop off at the Village Market, and the shuttle will return every 30 minutes. Your ideal weekend destination awaits. The Milford Hospitality Group's free shuttle can drop you off or pick you up at any of their properties, including the Hotel Fauchere, Tom Quick Inn, the Milford Theater, Apple Valley Restaurant, or La Posada. La Posada and Felix's Cantina are the latest additions to Milford's culinary community. Located on the site of Laurel Villa, a former Poconos resort on the banks of the Delaware River. This latest venture by the Milford Hospitality Group brings the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico to the Pocono Mountains in both cuisine and decor.
We're showcasing Mexican food a lot of people haven't had a chance to taste, which is the food and the flavors of the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. We cook with our native Mayan spices, and the cuisine is just very different from what people think Mexican food is. Yucatecan cuisine relies on a lot of fresh vegetables because pre-Columbian times, it was mostly a plant-based food. It wasn't until the Spanish introduced cattle, and in our case, because of the topography, we have a lot of pork in our meals. A lot of seafood because we're a peninsula, so we have access to the ocean. And that is how the cuisine differs from northern Mexican or central Mexican food. We always said we want to have an honest interpretation of regional Yucatecan cuisine. Everything that I do is exactly the way I was taught to do it by my mother, my aunt, my grandmother. We're very Caribbean-inspired cuisine. The feel of it is different. We use, to make our tamales, for example, we use banana leaves instead of corn husk.
Miguel is always adding new dishes to the menu, and if you need something gluten-free, vegetarian, or vegan, there are more and more options added every week.
We now have the avocado aguachile, which is actually lime brined avocado, toured and presented with cucumbers, jalapeno peppers, shallots, and microgreens. In addition to that, this season we're making vegan and vegetarian tamales. It is a very humble cuisine that I'm making. The key lies on the freshness of the ingredients.
In addition to the food, the entire property is designed to provide an authentic Yucatan experience, and you can stay on the property in one of their unique hotel rooms, reminiscent of a Mexican beach resort.
First of all, Milford's a beautiful town. Second of all, we are absolutely proud of what we've done with the place. It's unlike anything you've seen as a representation of a Mexican restaurant. We have imported our tiles. We built a bar that has an identical replica to a bar in Mexico. artwork was brought in from Mexico. Little knickknacks that you're not going to find anywhere except Mérida, Yucatan, and we have brought it up here. So the feel of this Mexican restaurant's different. It feels very much like my grandmother's house felt when I was growing up. It feels very much like an hacienda in Yucatan when you walk in here, and that's exactly the feel that we wanted to go with.
La Posada is one of the few places open on Monday night and perfect for special occasions, events, or if you just need a Monday night out.
We are located on 210 South 2nd Street in Milford, Pennsylvania. The restaurant's open Thursdays through Mondays from noon to 9 p.m. And on Sundays, we open from 10 to 2 for brunch. Come on down, bring an open mind, forget everything you know about Mexican food. Come and enjoy a handcrafted drink and know that every single piece of food you put in your mouth was made with love. That's what we do, that's how we do it. And when you walk in here, you're gonna see the difference and you're 100% gonna feel the difference.
Hi, I'm Lorraine Collins, President of Davis R. Chant Realtors.
And I'm Abby Pittenger-Claus, Vice President of Davis R. Chant Realtors.
Chant has been serving the Lake Wallenpaupack region for over 58 years, and we are proud to say we sell more homes by volume than any other real estate company in Northeast Pennsylvania. We are coming off our strongest year in the Lake region real estate market, selling over $430 million in sales volume.
We work with sellers to put together a thoughtful but aggressive marketing plan tailored to each home individually. Each of our property listings gets a virtual tour and is professionally photographed, giving the prospective buyer the best first impression. The Lake Wallenpaupack area is an attractive place to live because of its low taxes, great school districts, and beautiful scenery. Our team of agents here at Davis R. Chant Realtors has extensive knowledge in the local real estate market. We have experience with everyone from first-time home buyers to experienced investors. Chant uses a variety of print media, billboards, open houses, and national real estate websites to promote properties and reach potential buyers.
Here at Chant, we know that working together and providing channels of communication and feedback is important for the best outcome when selling your home. If you are ready to relocate, upgrade, downsize, or know anyone who's considering the Lake Region area, please stop by one of our Chant offices or call us at 570-226-4518 or visit us online at chantre.com.
Details matter, especially in your home. Do you love the bones or sentimental story behind an old piece of furniture, but can't see how it could possibly fit into your modern home? At Flipped, their mission is to reuse, reimagine, and create something beautiful and functional. Custom furniture design and refinishing, kitchen and bath cabinet painting, and a retail store featuring vintage decor, floral, gifts, hand-poured candles, and gourmet provisions. Flipped Furniture and Home wants to be part of your home because details matter.
It's time to get outside and enjoy the sunshine. Revive and Refresh Health in Milford, PA is bringing the outdoors and the Oxygen Bar together just for you. Call your besties and come relax by the Oxygen Bar under a cool umbrella. Fill your lungs with our 95% pure oxygen with aromatherapy. Sip on some healthy, delicious, and refreshing mocktails full of nootropics and adaptogens for a naturally relaxing and euphoric feeling that's actually good for you, with no ill side effects. So come get your sun and oxygen on with Revive and Refresh Health.
Looking for a memorable day out on beautiful Lake Wallenpaupack? Wallenpaupack Boat Tours and Rentals offers guests 5 fabulous ways to enjoy the lake. 1. Take a breathtaking hour-long cruise with a tour guide detailing the area and history of the region. 2. You be the captain for the day by renting a pontoon boat for a few hours, a half day, or a full day. 3. We provide the captain for up to 12 people to relax, swim, or cruise on our charter boat. 4. Rent 1 or more of their kayaks for a relaxing afternoon on the lake. Or 5. Have a blast on one of their stand-up paddle boards. Wallenpaupack Boat Tours and Rentals has everything you need for a great day on the water. Reserve your tickets online at wallenpaupackboattour.com or in person at the expanded East Shore Gift Shop, where you can purchase your favorite lake souvenirs. Wallenpaupack Boat Tours and Rentals at 2487 Route 6 in Hawley, across from the lake.
If you're looking for amazing places to explore around Lake Wallenpaupack, check out Lacawac Sanctuary.
Lacawac Sanctuary is truly a sight to behold. With hiking trails and a pristine lake, it is one of the area's must-see locations. It supports a great mission and has an interesting history. Let's take a look at Lacawac Sanctuary's past, present, and future.
Lacawac is a nature preserve, environmental education center, and also a research facility. We do public education programs, K-12 education programs, field trips for students. We go into the classrooms for various school districts. We do service a multiple county area, not only Wayne County, but Monroe, Pike, Lackawanna, some Luzerne sometimes. We're open to the public for people to come hike and enjoy the 550 acres that's Lacawac.
The story of Lacawac Sanctuary can be traced back to William Penn. Through his role as Pennsylvania's first governor, he sought to map out his newly acquired territory. Through deals with local indigenous peoples and settlers, he was able to shape out the new Pennsylvania. In his colony, he sought to carve out tracts of land for himself and his family to lease to settlers. The largest in what would become Wayne County was the Wallenpaupack Manor. The manor would later change hands post-Revolution and wind up in the possession of James Wilson, a signer of the Declaration of Independence. Upon his death, his lands were separated, and the tract that contained what would become Lacawac Sanctuary was eventually purchased at the turn of the century by local coal mogul William Connell. Connell thought the land would be the ideal spot for a vacation home, so he set about building his residence in 1903. The property was state-of-the-art for its time. It featured ventilated porches, gas lighting, and an on-site ice house for keeping ice at hand all summer long. Eventually growing tired of making the long and arduous trek back and forth to their vacation spot, William's family sold the property shortly after his death in 1913. The buyer was Colonel Lewis Arthur Watrous of Scranton, a businessman who, among other projects, spearheaded the construction of the hydroelectric dam creating Lake Wallenpaupack. He and his family recreated at Lacawac for many years. In 1946, Colonel Watrous's grandson, Arthur, purchased the property and began restoring it to his childhood memories. By the early 1950s, Arthur had taken an interest in the ecological movement and realized that his lake at Lacawac and the surrounding woodlands were the ideal place for research because they had always been kept pure and clean. By 1966, Lacawac Sanctuary was born.
We've been studying the Lake Lacawac, since really the 1960s. And since the 1990s, we've had sensors on the lake. So there's this long-term data that they refer to it as. Really scientific-wise, it's this continually monitoring of the lake, taking parameters like pH levels, oxygen levels, nitrogen levels, rainfall into the lake, temperature of the lake. And so we are basically monitoring these parameters throughout the entire year. and noticing how things are changing. The lake itself, because it is 13,000 years old, and because the owners of the property really controlled, they ran what was then a septic system made out of clay piping outside of the watershed for the lake to protect the lake so that it was healthy, clean drinking water. Since then, we've controlled the entire watershed of the lake. So nothing has really polluted the lake. Really, since the glaciers receded, it was only used by man for swimming, sustaining life, that kind of stuff, fishing. So there was never motorized boats in the lake. Nothing ever polluted the lake, such as fertilizer. This is why it's considered one of the most pristine glacial lakes in the United States. In the last couple of years, I hired some really good environmental educators who really have developed programs for K-12 grades. What makes us special is that we're a research station. So we are different than just a normal nature center that offers a K-12 field trip, because we incorporate science into all of our field trips. We have a class called Advanced Water Ecology for high school students, where they actually do some of the techniques that our researchers are doing. They're taking samples of water, going under microscopes, they're testing the water, they're taking temperatures, they're coming up with hypotheses of what do they expect to find from this. And so they are monitoring the lake like the scientists monitor it. And that's something that you can't really get in other nature centers. So all of our programs are meant to get kids out into nature and really learn the science of why things are happening. So the sanctuary's mission statement is really simple. It's 3 words. It's research, education, preservation. We're doing research on the environment, on the forest, on especially Lake Lacawac. Education-wise, we do public programs, as I mentioned earlier. We're preserving the land for the use of the public to recreate on. So in a sense, Lacawac has a very diverse mission in 3 words.
Lacawac Sanctuary perfectly combines nature, recreation, and science, and it's here, waiting just for you.
It's time for the 2023 Wildflower Concert Series at Dorflinger Saddam's beautiful outdoor amphitheater in White Mills. Sitting among majestic pines and green ferns at the sanctuary, immerse yourself in the melodious music of new and upcoming national artists in many different genres and spectacular tribute bands. We have everything from bluegrass to classical and from rock and roll to big band. Bring chairs or a blanket, pack a picnic, or purchase food and beverages on site. Concerts are Saturdays from July 1st to August 12th at 6 p.m. Doors open at approximately 5 p.m. Plus, 2 Wednesday evening concerts, one of which is free for the community. Visit wildflowermusic.org for more information and to purchase tickets.
The Sterling Business and Technology Park is currently divided into 23 lots ranging in size from 3 to 30 acres. Each lot in the park is KOZ certified for companies that qualify. The Sterling Business and Technology Park is perfectly located just off Exit 17 on Interstate 84 in northeastern Pennsylvania, just under 2 hours from New York City. If you would like to explore locating your business at Sterling Business and Technology Park, Visit sterlingbusinesspark.com.
For the largest selection of first-quality remnant carpeting for every room in your home, choose Mike's Walk-In Carpet, the only remnant stocking dealer in Wayne County with high-quality carpet purchased directly from the manufacturer. With over 40 years' experience, you'll get professional service every time. Don't settle for lesser quality carpeting from the big box stores. Choose the best, remnants or special order, from Mike's Walk-In Carpet on Route 590, Hawley.
Living in the Pocono and Catskill Mountains offers unlimited opportunities for discovery. There are hundreds of places to explore that very few people realize are out there and open to the public. Lake Superior State Park in Sullivan County, New York is one of these places. Nestled in the Catskill Mountains of rural Sullivan County, this pristine lake offers visitors things to do during all 4 seasons. In the summer months, you can safely swim under the watchful eye of lifeguards, sun on the manicured sand beach, or walk the trails throughout the park. This park is rarely crowded, and kids from local camps enjoy day trips to the park during the summer season. The park was established sometime in 1977 or 1978, when the state of New York bought the property from a local family who farmed the property for several decades. The park became a part of the Palisades Interstate Park Commission, which was a joint effort between New York and New Jersey, formed in 1900 to preserve the natural, historic, and cultural resources of the Interstate Palisades area, and to provide public access for recreational and educational uses. And Sullivan County, seeing the opportunity to develop a much-needed public resource, stepped in to manage the park under a license from the Palisades Park Commission. Sullivan County developed a beach area and a roped-off swim area complete with lifeguard chairs. Along with the beach area, there are bathrooms, changing areas with showers, pavilions, and a visitor center that also rents paddle boats for people interested in exploring Lake Superior. Visitors can bring their own boats and launch from the lake shore or the boat launch. Electric-powered motors are permitted, but gas-powered motors are not allowed on the lake. Paddling on Lake Superior offers a relaxing experience as well as a great way to get some exercise. Fishing is permitted with a valid New York State DEC fishing license. The park also features volleyball courts, picnic areas with grills, pavilions that can be rented and reserved, and a developing trail system. The beach is staffed by lifeguards from the last week of June until Labor Day, from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. on weekends, and from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekdays. The park is open every day of the year, from dawn until dusk, for all other recreational activities. There is a $5 per person fee for a day pass, but children under 3 years of age, senior citizens, and veterans are free under many of the park's programs. Sullivan County residents can purchase a season pass for $15. There's also another section of the park referred to as the Dam Picnic Area that has picnic tables, grills, and restrooms for public use. This area is located just down the road from the main park entrance and can be accessed by walking trail or car. The park has abundant wildlife, pristine natural areas, and lots of acreage to explore. Lake Superior State Park is open year-round, and in the fall allows bow hunting for white-tailed deer, bear, and turkey in designated areas of its 1,409-acre property with a New York State DEC hunting license. Dogs are allowed in the park, but must be on a leash. During the winter, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, ice fishing, and sleigh riding are permitted in the park. On our visit to the park, We were impressed by how well the staff maintained the park and its facilities. Lifeguards arrived early in the morning to scrub and clean the grills, rake the beach, and to check the grounds and equipment to make sure it was clean and safe for the visitors arriving that day. The park staff is friendly and professional. Although overnight camping is not permitted at Lake Superior State Park, there are several nearby campgrounds to pitch a tent, park an RV, or set up a trailer while you explore the Catskill Mountains. There's plenty to see near Lake Superior State Park, including the site of Woodstock and the Woodstock Museum, the Bethel Woods Performing Arts Center, or explore the Craft Beverage Trail, featuring beer, cider, spirits, and wines, all handcrafted locally. For all of the great events, attractions, restaurants, and places to see around Lake Superior State Park, go to SullivanCatskills.com. Lake Superior is a great place to bring friends or family and explore during any season. To find out more about Lake Superior State Park, visit SullivanCatskills.com or SullivanNY.us. The park is located at 342 Dr. Duggan Road in Bethel, New York, and is only 20 minutes from the Delaware River. This episode is brought to you in part by the Sullivan Catskills Visitors Association. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and many other social media platforms. We are always looking for new and unusual story ideas, interesting people, and unique events. Send your ideas for the show to troy@wallylife.com. If you're a business looking to reach the northeastern Pennsylvania market using the most powerful media platform available, contact Emily Grillo. Tune in to Wally Life every Monday at 9 p.m. on Blue Ridge Communications Channel 13 for the latest in life around Lake Wallenpaupack.